Welcome back to the Shop Mini RC, everybody. I'm Ken, and today we are looking at some MKS servos. Now, if you're a channel member, you've already seen a little bit of this box opening we did here. We showed it off in one of our channel member only videos, but here we are to show everybody else some MKS global servo systems. Demand the best. These are larger scale servos, and then the HV50P or 50P, HV50P, and this is more for 12 scale models. Let's see, gear, metal alloy gear, coreless motor. That's what it says down in there. All right. Awesome. All right, so let's look at this guy first. I'm actually not totally sure where we're planning on using this guy. So here's the stats on that guy. 8.3 kilograms per centimeter. Coreless motor. So this guy's actually meant for like 12 scale pan cars, which we don't actually have any 12 scale car. Although we have thought about getting one recently. One of our guys that races 10 scale and 12 scale on road, he's been trying to get us to come out. It's just we don't have the time for another type of RC. So I don't know, maybe I'll run this over to him. He can run it in one of his 12 scales and let me know how it goes. So we'll definitely get some feedback on this at some point. But this guy apparently is a lot lighter than many of the same class servos. It's about 5 to 10% lighter, so 3 to 5 grams. Not a ton of extra weight less, but it does help lower your center of gravity and stop centrifugal force, you know, from being too much with a heavier servo. So that's why it's all plastic structure here with metal gear all inside. So this specific servo was developed with MKS and Max Matchler. He's a European stock champion. And an MKS team factory driver. So he helped design this little guy here. So should be pretty good. So let's go ahead and get this servo to our buddy Marcus over at 5280, our local racetrack, and let him do a before and after run, and we'll talk to him and see what he thinks about it.
A few moments later. More moments later.
All right, so we went ahead and got the MKS servo installed on the 12 scale pan car. This is Marcus's car because I don't have one. He races at 5280 Raceway, and we're going to show some footage hopefully of him running it before and after, but he says he shaved 2/10.
About 2/10.
2/10 off of his laps. Also, it's just a much cleaner install. I don't know if you can see in there, but you're able to get your A-arms mounted straight through the servo without any special adapters. That's what he was using.
It's a lot smaller.
This is a taller servo, and yeah. So what do you have to say about it?
I think the fit is a lot nicer, especially for the A12 kit. I'm not too sure how it would work in the. I'm sure it would work fine in like your Schumachers and your CRCs. But
they're all set up kind of the same way, at the same type of front end, or a little different.
Yeah, pretty much the same kind of idea.
Okay.
So I think in addition to keeping the weight down, and I also, like I said, felt that the servo was much more responsive. I found myself turning down the dual rate on my remote even. So yeah, it's just overall I think a better servo.
Feels a lot better.
Yeah.
And I like that it's clean and low, and like you can mount it right in there without any like special adapters or anything.
Yeah. And I believe the kit calls for a Sanwa servo, but a lot of guys, including one of the fastest guys, John Stout over there. Well, he's not there, but that is his pit.
These are pits, yeah. We're
He
just showing
runs
the
the
pits.
MKS servo as well.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
awesome.
And so this car doesn't really fall into any class. Yes, it's 13.5 with foam tires, but I'm running it with the GT
Gotcha.
12, and so
It's just a weekend car to come out and run.
it's
And
just something to put some fast lap times down, you know, and have some fun. But Stout, who's running a 17.5, was able to get down into the 8s, where like my hot lap is going to be like a 9.5. So he's a full second quicker than me.
but that guy, he's a pro.
Pretty much.
Pretty much a pro.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So awesome. So you definitely think that this is a cleaner setup. Definitely got you a little bit better response and give you better laps.
Absolutely.
So would you buy another one if you had to build another car, or if this one went out?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, sir.
would. No worries.
And there we have it. Huge shout out to Marcus. Thanks for running your 12 scale with the new servo. I'm going to let Marcus keep that servo actually, and he's going to run it for a while. So enjoy that servo. And if you guys are interested in one, I'll put a link down in the description below. You can check it out. Thanks for watching the video. I know it was a short one. We had done kind of a previous review showing the other stuff as well in an older video, but I wanted to kind of follow up on this one. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're running 12 scale, this is probably the servo for you if you have that style of car. And again, check out all the information down in the description below. Huge shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. They get to see videos early, without ads, before anybody else. They also get party comment replies and tons of other perks depending on the subscriber level. If you can't support like that, I appreciate just that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell. That helps support the channel as well. We also have a Discord for small scale RC. If you want to check that out, it'll be down in the description below. It's an awesome community. People share their builds and all types of stuff. Racing, crawling, drifting, off-road racing, monster trucks, you name it. It's down in there, bashing. Anyway, guys, huge thanks. Get out there, build something awesome. Build a car, build a course, build a community. All those things keep this hobby going and growing, and then get out there and smash it, crush it, and bash it. Just don't break the expensive parts. Peace.